here, everybody. I am right on time. My Roomba kicked off, show's kicked off. I got a little bit of lipstick right there, but hey, we're good to go. Let me get the chat up. Take a deep breath. I got my sparkles on today. It's a good day in the neighborhood. I got my favorite cup. This is one of my favorite cups, and I have a gnat. What is that? I don't know what it was. Oh well, it's probably a spot in my eye. I think it was a little piece of lint flowing around. Robert's made his trip to town, taking Jimmy already this morning, and he's back. We've got purple rags and gray rags at an all-time low price, $8.95. Get them while you can. Last night before I went to bed, one of our fly babies from Germany, I don't know how she pronounces the name of her city, but she purchased 4 packs of gray rags to get shipped across the ocean to her. Wow. That's all I got to say. Just wow. So, everybody get on in here. Where's everybody? Nobody's in the chat yet. So, this is a mug that I had made for me and my sweet sister, and also had a canvas print made of it. But it was a picture that I made in our garden. You got to go out and look at your garden. You just have no clue what signs God's going to send you. This had a double center in a yellow rose. I think it's a peace rose. But I made this picture, and if you look real close at it, it's got morning dew on it. I didn't spray it with water or anything. It was absolutely gorgeous. So there's Miss Peggy. She's like all the rest of us when Facebook went down the other day. We thought we'd been hacked. Every one of us thought we had been hacked. Well, Joni, we're here to help. So other announcements we have our mops on a great discount. The regular mop is going to be it's at a closeout price, and then our big purple mop, the Big Mop Pack Plus, is $29.95. Thanks, Miss Peggy. Anyway, y'all, Miss Peggy's the one that taught me about rebuking storms. You know, it's getting on tornado season, y'all. And she said, one time we were chatting to each other on Messenger, and she says, there's a storm coming. I got to go out. All my neighbors are already out there. I got to go out and start rebuking this storm. And she did it, and it went past her. So I love her faith. Her faith is amazing, y'all. Her faith is amazing. And it just tickles me to be her friend. Yes, to be her friend. Anyway, folks, grab some coffee, grab a seat, hold on to your horses, because I got 5 pages of questions. 5 pages. What else we got? Oh, we have the big bundle pack, which has all the tools you need except for the feather duster. And we're getting low on feather dusters, y'all. So get your feather duster. And it's at a 45% discount. And we got a coupon code for that. It's called FLY45. FLY45. So I'm excited. We got lots to do. Questions to answer. We usually like to start when we got about 100 people in here. The Roomba is knocking at my door. That thing makes me so happy. Robert empties it every night. Okay, folks, we got lots of people from Facebook here. Where's our YouTube people? Nobody's posted from YouTube. That's quite strange. That is quite strange. Let me check something. I think we're streaming to YouTube. Yep, we're streaming to YouTube. Roomba is so scary. I don't know why Roomba is scary. I think it's fun. I've had one since 2019. Robert got us one when I had some kind of sickness and was was not doing well. Where's all my YouTube people? This is nuts. Anyway, we got 100 people in here. We got 100 people in here. So let's get started. Questions are waiting. Would you talk a little bit about shining your sink before bed and shining yourself in the morning and how it makes me get so much more done during the day? It makes a huge difference in what I accomplish. Well, making sure your sink is empty, your dishwasher has dirty dishes in it, or you need to run it before bedtime. Wiping out your sink and waking up in the morning to that shiny sink puts a smile on your face. Because most of the time, we've been used to waking up with a sink full of dirty dishes from dinner the night before. And I don't know why I'm not seeing any comments in here from YouTube. Anyway, it makes that smile in the morning and being dressed to lace up shoes gets you ready for your day. It gets you ready for your day. So let's see the difference in because when you're ready, your shoes are on your feet. All you gotta do is empty your dishwasher. Wow, it just changes everything. I'm gonna close out the chat so I don't start worrying about people being here. So doing those things, shining yourself, getting dressed to those lace-up shoes every morning, you're ready. You're ready to answer the door. You're ready to go out and take a picture of that rose in your garden, or the crocuses that are popping up out of the ground, or the frogs misbehaving. You can't go out barefoot. You got to have your shoes on. Okay, folks. Hi, Marla. Can you please explain the difference between using the mop cloth on the Big Mop and the chenille mop cloth on the Big Mop? So here is the mop cloth that comes on our Big Mop. And this is the chenille cloth. Now this one is a microfiber cloth that it's great for mopping your floor. It's great for dust mopping. It's a good tool. You can use it wet or dry. And the same thing with the chenille mop cloth. This is like having fingers. I mean, it grabs. You know how the feathers on the feather duster work? Lots of little fronds. Well, this is lots of little fronds, lots of little surface space to grab the dust. So there's no right way to use the mop cloths. I've used them dry, I've used them wet, I've used them sopping wet. I've used them on my windows when we get a summer storm blow in and rain is going sideways, and next thing you look up, your windows are just covered in water. It's a great time to get out there after the storm's over and wipe down your windows with this one or this one. It doesn't matter. But you get it done, and then you finish it off with a purple rag. Y'all, purple rags are on sale. Don't forget it. I was wondering when to use which. Are they interchangeable and are each better for certain jobs? Similarly, I can't say that. Are the feather duster and the multi wand interchangeable? Um, this is made for the tough jobs. It reaches low, it reaches high to get dust bunnies and cobwebs. It does remarkable things. It's great for bending and getting around um, well, your ceiling fan blades. I noticed the other day mine need some work in my bedroom. So, folks, yes, they're interchangeable, and this is good for the dirty jobs. Those tops of those ceiling fans. I don't. Justin just sent me. Oh, Justin says we've got a sale on the Control Journal and the Chaos to Clean books. They're half price too. What a deal! So check that out in the shop. Let me see if he's put anything in the chat. We've still not had anybody from YouTube. Okay, so that question is answered. Yesterday, I was decluttering in the closet and I ended up going through pictures for hours without decluttering one thing from my closet. How do I keep from getting sidetracked? Well, you have to have a place to put those pictures. Maybe you clean out the bottom of your chest of drawers in your bedroom, and anytime you find pictures, they go directly in there for you to go through on a rainy day. You got it? You need a place to put these things. Maybe it's a Rubbermaid tub that you're going to just start when you run across pictures, you're going to just start putting them in this one place. Market pictures. Put a piece of duct tape on there and write on it photos. And as you find them, you come across them. Stop yourself. There's nothing better than the evil one wants to get you sidetracked so that you won't get your home looking good. So please, please have a place to put those pictures. You can go through them on a rainy day. My husband and I are thankful for how you have changed our lives. We no longer have stress in our home. I don't just mean between my husband and me, but the kids too. They are much happier. Their grades are even better. Is it the routines that have helped that that much, or is it because my husband and I are happier that they are happier too? We don't understand what or why. We just know it works. Here's the deal, y'all. When there's peace in your home, it starts with you. If you're not stressed out, the kids are not going to be stressed out. There's a Virginia representative to the Virginia State House that I follow. I think his I don't know his name, but I listen to everything he puts out on YouTube, and he's former military, and he came home. He came home from work one day, and his kids were little, and they were in the kitchen, and he had had a bad day. And his kids were in the kitchen, and he thought making a mess. And his oldest daughter, I mean, he just went off on them. He said, "Clean this mess up right now." And he went upstairs. And his oldest daughter, who was 13 at the time, knocked on his door, and she said, "Daddy, can I speak to you?" And she asked permission, and she walked into his office, And she said, Daddy, I think you handled that wrong. This is a 13-year-old saying to her military daddy, I think you handled that wrong. Well, he quelched what he was going to say. He stopped because he had given her permission to ask or talk, and she had done everything the right way. And she said, what you don't know, Dad, is that her two younger siblings had asked Mom's permission to make you something special. I don't know if they were baking cookies or what it was. And she had the courage to talk to him about it. And he said, she was right. We can't bring home from work our stress. But when our house is messed up, it makes us even more stressed out to come home to that. And you and your husband have created a peaceful home. Children thrive on routines. Yes, they do. They thrive on routines. And when we let these routines take over the cleaning of our home, things are done on autopilot. And that autopilot changes everything. It changes you. It changes your husband. It changes the way the kids feel. They're no longer ashamed of their own home. And I don't know what's going on, but I got to close it out so I can't see that there's nobody there from YouTube, because that's where usually all the comments are from. So having these routines in place, you don't need to know why. See, that's our perfectionism. Perfectionism wants to know why and how it all works. It works. It works because we allow this peace, and this peace is contagious in our homes. Nick is this guy's name, Nick Fuentes. And, the best thing you can do with your kids is when you do something wrong to apologize and ask for their forgiveness. It's the best thing you can ever do, because they know you're human and you make mistakes. You're not perfect. And I am so thankful that I'm not perfect. But I can let go of my perfectionism to find a good equilibrium between messy and clean. Good enough is good enough, y'all. Good enough is good enough. And change your attitude. When you get that stress out, your life is going to be wonderful. I got to stop that Roomba. I don't know what's going on here. It's stuck. I can't get the Roomba to come up. Robert's at it. Robert's doing it. Okay. This week, we're in the kitchen zone. What is the best way to clean out the refrigerator without making a huge mess? What do I always tell you when you go in your kitchen? Start with a sink full of hot, soapy water. That's where you got to start. When you start with the sink full of hot, soapy water, you got a place to put those dirty dishes that have been in your refrigerator making science projects. So we don't want science projects. Get a Ziploc bag and pour that stuff in there. If you can't throw it, we can't throw food out in the yard because we have bears. We have critters that drive tulip nuts and some things she's not supposed to eat. So we try to freeze or bag up to toss in the trash the next time the trash goes out, anything that's wet. But start with that sink full of hot soapy water and just pluck one thing at a time. Make sure your dishwasher is emptied of all your clean dishes so that you have a place to put those dishes, and just do one thing at a time. Maybe you spend just 5 minutes. Precisely plucking. Have a purple rag that you can use, gray rag that you've got wet, and you can wipe down the shelves. My shelves are glass, so they show everything. But you do, instead of pulling everything out, look, yesterday was Wednesday. On Wednesday, we clean out our refrigerators. If you haven't done it yet, get it done so you have a place to put your new groceries. Yeah, having a clean refrigerator when you come home from the grocery store is a wonderful thing. But just do one shelf at a time. Go for the worst stuff, the slimy vegetables, and get them out of there because they make your kitchen stink, your refrigerator stink. Oh, hold the horses. The time changed on Sunday, the 10th. So get ready. Put on your grocery list. You need batteries. You need some fresh baking soda to put in your refrigerators. Talking about stinky refrigerators. That's what reminded me. Get the new toothbrushes. Grab some new toothbrushes while you're out because everybody needs to change their toothbrushes because it's been cold and flu season. Let's get it done. Now you can run your toothbrushes through your dishwasher. I've done that before. What are some things you do on Anti-procrastination Day? I like to go out to my back deck and spruce it up a little bit. Let's see, what else is something. I clean pet dishes on Anti-procrastination Day. What are some other things that I do on Anti-procrastination Day? Sometimes I do a good scour of my kitchen sink because it gets grungy. Robert pours old coffee down it so it gets a coffee rim around the drain. And I just like to spruce it up and make it look pretty. And I wipe it out every time I get rid of, put down the drain my hot soapy water. Let's see, what else do I do? Makes sure the front porch looks good. And now my grass is going to start growing, which I don't have a lot of grass. I have weeds. And I can use my weed eater to walk down the path. Yesterday I was walking, no, it was the day before yesterday when I went to boat. I walked down the rock path to the car, and there were crocuses popping up all along my little path. I loved it. You have probably had to answer this question 1,000 times, but I'm new and I've never heard the answer. Will you walk me through your daily routine? My daily routine starts at night. Your before bed routine is your most important routine of the day. So it starts as soon as dinner is over. We load the dishwasher. Sometimes we run it, sometimes we don't. But I empty out the sink and put everything in the dishwasher. I wipe down the countertops. That's just part of cleaning up the kitchen after dinner. And then I get ready to take a bath. When I take my clothes off, I pick out my clothes for tomorrow. And I put them on a hook on my bathroom door. I have a really strong hook on my bathroom door. If you don't have a hook on your bathroom door, you can get these over the door hooks that you can put 4 things on. So picking my clothes out before I go to bed, I have certain things I have to do for Samantha. She likes to sleep in my chair. In fact, she comes and sits right beside my chair, and she's got to where she lets me pick her up to put her on her bed. Who would have thought this a few years ago? I don't know. She never really liked me. She hid from me. But I go through those things. I put some food out for her so she has something to eat in the middle of the night. And I clean off hot spots. Sometimes I clean my glasses because they get smudges on it. I clean my phone. Where's my phone? I clean my phone screen. See how nasty that thing gets? That's just from this morning because it was clean last night. I'm going to take I'm using the smooth part. Look how good that looks now. Good for cleaning glasses and phones. What else do I do? I fluff the pillows on the couch and arrange them so they look nice. And we have a blanket over the end of each pillow on the couch so that it doesn't cover up with dog hair. Tulip's favorite perch in the whole house is on the back of the couch. And the pillows aren't attached to the couch, which makes them get smushed down. And that's my before bed routine. I've probably already got on my pajamas by the time my gown by the time I get to the bathroom, but I take my nighttime supplements, brush my teeth, floss my teeth, and everything's good to go. Everything's good to go. I do a quick check of eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and make sure my earrings are off and make sure I don't put the eye drops in anymore. I didn't want to become dependent on them. And I thought I was, so put my chapstick on. I've got some nose inhalers that I use that are just salt, and I'm ready for bed. I am ready for bed. My dirty clothes have been put in the hamper. We're good to go. And then I get up in the morning. I make my bed. First, I hear the shower go on because Robert's in the shower. I pull the covers up to my chinny chin chin. I'm saying my morning prayers and thanking the Lord for lots of things and just enjoying waking up slowly. We don't use an alarm. Just waking up and thanking the Lord and singing a hymn, and usually the dog's right beside me, and she gets comfortable, and I'll pet on her, and I'll get the covers all straightened up, and I will slide out of the bed, finish making the bed up, because Robert's already made up his side of the bed, and go to the bathroom and start getting dressed. I've already done my before bed routine, so it makes it easy to get dressed. My clothes are laid out, ready to go. And I get dressed, do everything I need to do in the bathroom. I swish and swipe my bathroom. And then if I need to put a load of laundry in the washing machine, I run downstairs, but I can't do it while Robert's in the shower. So I can't run any water while Robert is in the shower. So I have to be real careful. I can't flush the toilet. I can't do anything like that because it would scald my sweet darling. So I have to be careful. So I try to stay in the bed until I hear his razor go, and then I'm good to go. I grab my shoes. I go to my chair and put my shoes on. So I don't go downstairs without my shoes on. Everything revolves around that last step of putting my shoes on. And there you have it. Robert will come in the kitchen, and his job is to feed the critters. He starts out with Samantha in here, and he lets the dog out because she's got to go, and because she stays in the bed until Robert comes into the kitchen. And then that's pretty much our day. I mean, I'm good to go. If I need to go outside and put some water in the pond or whatever, my shoes are on my feet. If I need to go to the basement, my shoes are on my feet. So it's all good. And then I have certain things that I do at noon. I got 11 o'clock show. I got to come in here, and we're rocking and rolling. We love our routines. What are the days of the week focus? Monday is Bless Your Home Day. Then what is Tuesday through Sunday? Tuesday is plan and play day. It's the only real place that you can save any money and to get rid of the stress that's on your life when you procrastinate. So plan and play day is Tuesday. Wednesday is always anti-procrastination day because I know you didn't plan your menus on Tuesday. And it's clean out your refrigerator day. Thursday is run a few errands so you don't have to do it on the weekend. Like coming home from work, get some grocery shopping done. I know it's a hard time, but maybe you get dinner fixed and then you can head to the grocery store. But run some errands on Thursday so you don't have to do them on the weekend. Fridays, clean out your car day. It's date night, clean out your purse. Our purses can become weights on our shoulders. My purse is down to this big right now. It is a clutch. I mean, I can just put it on my wrist. Saturday is family fun day. Make some memories with your family. And Sunday is renew your spirit. Maybe you want to take a nap. Maybe you go to church and you spend time with your brethren. Get that spirit renewed. I do it every day. An hour every morning I spend with the Lord. It's my morning. It's the things I do every morning. Dear Fly Lady, my family and I are living in a house full of clutter, and I have reached a wall of frustration. My way doesn't work. Where should I start? I'm ready to follow whatever you say and stop making excuses. You know, we've all got to hit our bottom. Yep, the bottom, because we've dug ourselves into a pit with the clutter that's surrounding us. It's just so high. And this room was piled to the ceiling, y'all. I wished I'd had a picture of it. I was too ashamed to take a picture of it. But when you hit that last rung on the ladder and you got to start digging deeper to hide from this stuff, it's time. First thing you got to go do is go shine your sink. People look at me and say, how can that possibly work? How can that work? It does. Go shine that sink so you wake up in the morning and you've got hope. If you've got hope, you've got it all. And yeah, you got to stop making excuses. You don't need to make excuses. You just got to buckle down and do something. Yesterday, Justin was over and he raised up we have a table, and our coffee table in the living room becomes a dining table. And we love this thing. But when Robert and I are sitting on the couch, we can't see underneath it. And Robert looked, and it was really dusty. I don't know how dust gets on. It's probably only open for 30 minutes a day. And so he grabbed a feather duster, which is in a vase on the table. He grabbed the feather duster and feather dusted under that table. And I looked at him and I said, "You're hitting a lick at a snake, aren't you?" And he said, "Yep. I saw it needed doing and I did it." Was it perfect? No, but it was done. So you just got to shine your sink, get dressed to lace up shoes, and then start the decluttering process. Maybe you need to start with clearing off your flat surfaces and disposing of trash. That most of what's on these flat surfaces is trash. So go shine your sink, declutter for 15 minutes a day. That 15 minutes, look at what that's going to be at the end of a week. That's almost 2 hours. 2 hours of decluttering. You tell yourself you don't have time to do 2 hours, but you can do 15 minutes at a time. And yep, button that lip up. Don't be making excuses. Don't say nobody helps me around. Don't play the martyr. You don't even like a martyr, so don't do that to yourself. Number 10. When I cleaned my car out last week, it looked great, but in a couple of days, the kids messed it up again. No, the kids did mess it up again. You messed it up again because you didn't direct your children to grab the things out of the car. It's your fault. Don't blame the kids. No whining allowed. Friday is our clean out our car day, but every time you get out of the car, everybody needs to grab something. So look at the trash that the kids have left in the car. What is it? Is it snack wrappers? Is it water bottles and juice boxes and all kinds of stuff like that? Stop feeding your children in the car. Stop it. That's just another excuse. Well, they're hungry. Well, get them home and feed them a snack at home. You clean up after them in the house, you clean up after them in the car, and teach them to clean up after themselves. Get some grocery bags and turn them into trash bags so that the kids can bring the trash into the house and you can dispose of it. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels getting nowhere. Well, if you didn't have those kids, that car wouldn't get messy. But guess what? You wouldn't have the love, the unconditional love of those babies either. So be thankful for those messes and quit whining about it. Yeah, I'm on my soapbox. You have to direct the children. They may be little, but they love to help. But they don't like to help a nagging mommy that they never get a kind word out of. So play a game. Put on a song on your phone and say, we're going to sing to this song and clean out the car. Now, if they're babies, that's a little different story. If they're infants in a car seat, that it's you that's the problem. So you've got to direct your family. Just at home, you have to do the same thing. The kids will make a mess all day long if you don't stop at the top of every hour and say, let's put all our toys away. You are the director in your home, and you have to be the one that prompts the children. Let's play this game. Let's do this. Let's march after we get everything out of the car and go into the house. It's fun if you'll be the director and quit instead of the whiner in chief in your home. What is a hotspot and a 27 fling boogie? A hotspot is where you come in the house and everything that's in your arms gets dumped there. Maybe it's the credenza behind your couch. That's one of mine. Mine used to be a rocking chair, a big old rocking chair that I would put my coats on the back of it. And then one day I put one more thing on it and it flipped over. And that was my sign that was no longer going to be my hotspot. And I quit putting things there. I started coming in the door with my arms full and putting things away. One thing at a time. I have a hook for my purse. I had a closet to put my coat in. If I had to change shoes and put on my shoes that I wear in the house. I don't do that though, y'all. I wear my shoes outside and inside. So that's a hotspot. And we do a hotspot fire drill. 2 minutes to clean off these hotspots, one at a time. But don't ever put it there. And then put something beautiful there. so that you don't put something there and you're reminded not to pile it up, because if you put one piece of paper on that hotspot, it's going to multiply like rabbits because everybody's going to think that it's free will to put something down there. Don't do that. A 27 fling boogie. Run around the house and gather up 27 items. It can be 27 pieces of paper, 27 items to throw away. And then run around the house as fast as you can and gather up 27 items to give away, to put in your car and take off to Goodwill or wherever you like to donate. Get it out of your house. This room got cleaned with a 27 fling boogie 3 times a day. Set an alarm on your phone if you have to that reminds you to do a 27 fling boogie. The kids love it. Remember, the time's changing on Sunday. It's spring forward 1 hour. Okay, got one more question. How do the Fly Lady rags clean a dirty window with just soap and water when my window cleaner left it's a smeared mess? I wish I had taken a video to send you. My husband laughed when I told him I was going to try soap and water with a clean Fly Lady rag. I had the last laugh though. To tell the truth, we were both shocked. It looked so good. I don't even use soap, y'all. Sometimes I use Windex. But I got a video of my dirty doors. We had Harley. Harley was a pitiful rescue dog that weighed 20 pounds. He should have weighed 60. Robert videoed me and I did the windows with a purple rag. This is a gray rag because I can get to it. With just plain water. And I'm so thankful I just used plain water, because when I got through cleaning the window, Harley came over and started licking the window. You got to watch the video. It's absolutely beautiful. He's such a sweet dog. We only had him about 11 months. He had seizures, and that's why somebody threw him into the forest to die. But you don't even need soap. Just plain water does it. It's because, let me grab the purple rag. This is an older rag. And it's like corduroy. It's got ribs on it. It's got ribs on it. And those ribs grab the dirt. They really do. They grab it. And you know, with grabbing the dirt, they grab the germs. Well, y'all, that's all our questions. Y'all check out we've got purple rags and gray rags on sale. Everything's on sale in the fly shop. Now's your chance. Get those little people in your house. Start having fun with them. If you make it fun, it'll get done. It really will. And quit blaming them for everything, because you don't want to do without them. They can pick up their toys, but you got to make it fun by putting on some music, like playing musical chairs or freeze. Stop the music and they have to stop right what they're doing. You can make it fun. Put a laundry basket in the middle of the floor and let them toss their toys in it. Yeah, with the supervision, it'll be okay. They're low to the ground. Let them have some fun. Give them rewards. It's going to change the whole attitude in the home. I love you all. I will see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll be back on here. Start by getting dressed to lace up shoes and shining that sink. Set up rules. When you go in the kitchen and start to cook, make that sink full of hot soapy water. Just don't throw any knives in it. Y'all, it's the first day. And we got a great testimonial for our Testify at 8 o'clock tonight. My eyes itching. And that testimonial is about nobody flunks Fly Lady. You just start anew the next day. Quit beating yourself up. You can do this, y'all. You really can. You're not a Fly Lady flunky, because nobody loses at Fly Lady. We just keep plugging along, getting rid of our clutter, getting dressed to lace up shoes, folding our clothes, doing our dishes, cooking dinner. It changes the world. Your home becomes a sanctuary. I love you all. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father in heaven, thank you so much for the healing on our friend Jack, our family member Jack. We hope he gets to come home from the hospital tomorrow, and I know with your blessing, he will. Father, please keep us safe. Protect my fly babies all over the world. Help them to create places of sanctuary in their homes. Lord, we love you with all our hearts. Thank you for giving us the word. All these things we ask. Thank you for the healing on Mr. Gig. He has a collapsed lung, not an embolism. So we praise you, Lord. We praise you. You get all the glory, Lord. Thank you so much for all that you do. All these things we ask in Jesus' holy name. Amen and amen. Okay, folks. Be good, kind, and sweet. Be good to yourself. Kind to others. You know, being good to yourself is getting dressed to lace up shoes. Being good to yourself is making that sink full of hot soapy water. Being good to yourself is putting something in a crock pot for dinner. Being good to yourself is not beating yourself up. Be kind to others by going and helping somebody that might need a purple rag. Like the testimony I sent out this morning, who went to help her cousin clean her house. She has lots of company and lots of fingerprints everywhere. And she used a purple rag, ended up giving her a set of them. So, folks, share the joy with others. Let that joy that comes from in here, that comes from God, show the world who you are. A child of the Most High God. I love you all. I'll see you later. Do we ever get any Facebook people in here? YouTube people? Everybody was posting from Facebook. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I'll see you later.